This is my comp face. Let's go play. Comp face? Good morning, and it is competition time. So we've got a pro-am at Fleetwood today, and it is freezing. Quite literally, the ground is frozen, so I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's only 8 o'clock here, so I'm in here filming early with Quest with Rick to do the Monday Night Golf Show and whatnot. I'm not teeing off until 10 to 11, so there's time for the ground to thaw out. But it's pretty solid out there, so I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be like when we get out to play. But I don't know. Hopefully it'll be okay, because I'm really looking forward to playing. And the whole team are out this morning, kind of ball collecting out there, so you guys can come down here to Lytham Golf Academy and actually hit some shots. Dedication of these boys to be out there this time in the morning. Fair play indeed. Right, I'm going to set up, get filming, and then get practicing and playing. Take you through my routine. Right, just finished filming. Rick, it was lovely. Have a wonderful day.
You two play well, Peter.
I will give it a go. It's 40 minutes, so we're going to go practice some putting and a few swings there. And then we're going to go flying. See you in a bit. See you tomorrow. Right, guys, I'm here at Fleetwood. Running a little bit late. It's taking me ages to actually get here, so I'm going to jump out and do everything that I need to do, and we will reconvene after the round and see how we got on. Right, guys, so I've made it home, and let's have a look through the round. So first of all, when I'm kind of playing in these kind of tournament rounds to begin with, I'm not going to really take my camera around with me because I don't want to be distracted. Now, slightly odd thing to do in some respects, because this camera goes with me everywhere, but I just want to try and focus a little bit more when I'm playing and not have to think about kind of filming. I might kind of going forward maybe get someone in to do a bit of filming for me possibly, but I don't know, I'll have to see about that. But it was an odd one today because I kind of arrived at the academy nice and early, did the filming, Monday Night Golf Show and all the rest of it, but I miscalculated actually how far Fleetwood was away from the academy. So it took me 40 minutes to get there, and I thought it was going to take me literally 5 or 10. Total mess up on my part. Now what that meant is by the time I got to Fleetwood, I didn't have any time to do anything. So I had a couple of swings at the academy, but then I got to Fleetwood, didn't have any practice putts, didn't have any practice chips, just managed to get a coffee, get my card, get on the tee, and then tee off. Now, that's something which I would not recommend really to anyone, but it didn't seem to do me much harm. I think one of the things which I really tried to do today, and something which I'm definitely going to push forward with, and I've mentioned it a few times on these vlogs, is really start to cut down on the technical thoughts that I'm having throughout the round. So today was the first competition round, the first tournament round, where I didn't think of anything technical on the course. The only thing I really thought of was aim and shot shape, and that's it. And then just tried to let it happen naturally when I wanted to play different types of shots. And you know what? It worked pretty well. So it was a 17-hole comp. One of the par threes, the third hole, was out of action, so it was over 17 holes, and I was 3 under through 17. Played some very good shots. I'm happy overall with how I went on. Just to give you a little bit of a kind of a summary of my scorecard here. So you can see there the third hole has been missed out. But I started with a birdie, which was good. Kind of driver up and around near the green, and then kind of a pitch on and hold a good putt. Good up and down on the next for a par from the bunker. And then really only one kind of blip on the 6th. I hit a terrible tee shot, really. Well, actually, no, on the 5th, I hit an absolute monster down there, and I almost missed the green with a 85-yard wedge shot. Almost hit it off the back. Nearly held my putt, to be fair, but kind of slight kind of error on that one, and I didn't on the 4th as well. Not in any particular order, this, as you can tell. On the 4th, I hit it up by the green in 1, and I didn't get up and down for a birdie. So I really should have had at least one birdie out of the 4th and the 5th.
The 6th, I pulled it left of the green, hit a really good chip shot, and then kind of horseshoed out for a par, so that was a little bit frustrating. 7th and the 8th, I played pretty well, had a couple of chances for birdie, so I'm not too fussed about that. Then the 9th, I made a nice up and down for a birdie on that. The real kind of turning point was that kind of spell, the 9th and the 10th. Birdie 9, then hit a good drive, and then an 8 iron into the 10th to about kind of 8 foot, and hold it for an eagle. So all of a sudden 3 under, I'm starting to kind of get on that kind of wagon, if that's the right way of actually looking at it. But then I got a little bit nervous actually, which is, I think it's quite good because I've not played in a competition really in a while, and I've certainly not been under par in a competition in a while, with the chance to actually win something. So I got a little bit nervous and made a couple of errors kind of on the way back in. I got a little bit I played 11th okay, good tee shot, but 12th was par 5, which was back into wind, but I got unlucky really. I put my tee shot slightly left into the rough, but it just had a massive clump of rough right in front of it. I could only hack a 7 iron up the fairway, and then the putt was not a great putt, but it was bobbling around. So I missed out for my birdie there. I made a bad bogey really on the 13th, didn't get up and down from the side of the green, but I bounced back with a really good birdie on the next, kind of stiff my approach. Parred the next par 5, which was downwind, very disappointed on that, didn't get up and down. Then I kind of rebounded a little bit again. 16th I had a good par, tough hole that one. And then the 17th I 3-putted, only 3-putt of the day, and it was only like a 2-foot putt that I missed. But then I bounced back on the 18th with the birdie. So when I got the bogeys today, I managed to bounce back with birdies on the back 9. So I'm very, very happy with that, how I actually kind of came in on the back 9. Just to give you some kind of feedback on this round. So I pulled my stats here from the round today, and you can see my kind of driving stats here off the tee. Well, I'll talk about just off the tee with the driver here. Now you can see I wasn't the most accurate today with the new G driver, but this was a little bit of me simply not having to be really at Fleetwood. Fleetwood's pretty wide open in some areas. So for example, on that's probably not a great example because I hit the fairway, but on the 8th, you've got the 8th, which is a big fairway, but then you've got the 9th running parallel to par 3. So in reality, it's just a massive wide open hole. So you can actually miss in certain areas and actually not be too detrimental at all. So you can see that most of my misses were off to the left-hand side. A lot of those misses kind of came later on in the round, actually, maybe when I was feeling a little bit tired. Possibly I started pulling a few tee shots. But again, nothing ever put me in that much trouble. I was always kind of in and around on the hole, and there was only one tee shot which gave me some grief, and that was on a par 5, and that was just an unlucky lie. So yeah, I'm not too unhappy with kind of how that really went. Scoring on this one, so you can see I was kind of on the par. I mean, probably a good positive from today is obviously an eagle's great, but no double bogeys, only a few bogeys, which in hindsight, one of them was very unlucky. The other two that I had were pretty avoidable if I was to look back and actually kind of go through it again. So it's not. I'm pretty pleased in many respects. I can't be unhappy with how I played today. So I finished in 2nd place, which is good, and this is the new kind of feature of Game Golf, which is nice. This strokes gained thing, which is something which was missing. So what it does here, it shows my strokes gained kind of versus scratch. Now putting has got me very, very good, and when it comes on smart tips here, putting. Practice your short putts less than 10 feet to lower your score up to 5.8 strokes per round. That's a little bit aggressive. The other problem is with Game Golf, when I was doing it kind of post round on my phone because I didn't get the tags, I wasn't putting the putting distances in properly. But I'm quite happy with how I putted today anyway. Short game, increase your accuracy less than 25 yards from rough to lower your score. Yes, that's certainly a something to definitely look at there. Probably the one thing I do need to look at again is still my short game, so my chipping. Chipping was okay today, but I didn't feel massively comfortable around the greens. I wasn't getting it super close on my chips to really make it comfortable. You know, it wasn't tapping range. I was leaving myself with 8, 10 footers, which I did hole quite a few of them today, but it could have been a very different round if I hadn't managed to actually kind of get those chips in. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with today. I'm pretty pleased. I can't be anything but happy. Second place finish in kind of a first comp in absolutely ages. You know, I'm pleased. Yeah, I'm pleased. Right, that'll do. Great round, not too shabby. What I will try and do in kind of future vlogs, these specific Quest for the Open vlogs when I've just played, is I will try and do a little bit of filming in the morning, try and take you through my pre-round routine, which I want to try and do. Didn't obviously work out this morning, but it should be a little bit more in depth. But I'm happy with how I played, and now I need to go to bed because we've got a super early trip in the morning down south. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on my other social media platforms as well. Thank you for joining me on this quest, and we will see you next time.